Hello again, Struckwub. It's Wednesday on my birthday week. It's day 3 of Struck's birthday week. And as promised, I am here with some Diablo 4. I'm returning and I intend to see if the two major patches, one more major than the other, which is 111, and the other one is 112, I intend to find out if the game is now in a reasonably enjoyable state and whether the balance is right, whether the experience rates are right, stuff like that. How the crowd control changes are in Nightmare Dungeons, and in general, how Nightmare Dungeons feel. I will play with the last character I played before my break of Diablo 4, which was my Bloodlands build Chemomancer Necromancer. So I will be comparing what I felt last couple of times I played the game with what I'll be experiencing now from the game in its current state to see what the differences are. I still remember how badly it felt playing this setup before the changes. I have unspent ability points. What? Oh, just a Paragon point. Okay. I don't even remember what I was gonna do with it, but okay, let's just take these range to elites. I can care about this later. For now, let's see. Are we doing a nightmare dungeon? Obviously. I'll have to craft a new one. Oh, and the new stash tab. I intend to go and put that to good use right away. It's not as much as I was hoping for, but at least now we have a stash tab per quest. That was the bare minimum they should have given us. A stash tab per quest. Ideally, 2 stash tabs per quest is what we should have had. Because there's room for 1, 2, maybe even 3 here, and 1, 2 here. So there's room for 5 more, roughly. If they make the icons a little tighter, they could squeeze even more. But ideally, what we should have is 2, 3, maybe even 4 stashes that are personal for that one character specifically, and then from the shared stash, I think 10 would be the perfect number. But 5 is better than 4. Obviously, 5 is better than 4. So at least there's that. Let me put some necro stuff here. Just gonna put some stuff here. I've been keeping a lot of things. I have no idea why. It's been so long since I was played, so I've forgotten why I was keeping things. I was keeping Hungry Blood. Didn't I already have Hungry Blood somewhere in the build? Yeah, I had it here, but I've been keeping this one as a spare probably. 43%, and this one is 45%. A little better. I've also read the upcoming patch notes for Diablo 3, for the new Diablo 3 season, to be honest. And I like how they're formatting stuff there. They're showing you what certain things used to do before and how it changed. They're showing you the description of something before and the description of that same thing now. And I think should be that should be how Diablo 4 should do its patch notes as well. And Diablo 4 should also have PTR, public test realms, public test servers. For now, I'll just play with the gear I've got, not touching anything. I'll leave it as it is and see how things are. In the meantime, let's go and craft ourselves some stuff. should I try 31 to 35? Let's maybe start with this, see how I can handle this.
May your road be
I
filled
should
with
be able to
wonders.
handle much higher than I used to before. If this is too easy, I'll go for that as a tier. But wait, 29 should be very, very easy for me now. Although I think the changes affect level 30 plus. Level 30 plus should be where I start noticing changes to the difficulty. So the content I've been doing probably won't have any effect on my experience. So I'm hoping that the the character setup I'm using right now feels better than before. Not thanks to the content being nerfed, because again I'm only doing level 30 something. This one's even 29. But because of other balance changes to the classes specifically and to monsters specifically in terms of removing certain affixes and so on. I didn't make a video for patch notes from the patch notes for the patch from yesterday for 1.1.2 because I've been busy and I don't want to do that in this week. In my birthday week, I do not want to. Wait, oh, I forgot how to play. I forgot how to. Okay. Fuck. Still not a fan of the nerfed cooldown. I was really building around cooldown on this setup. Cool. Yeah, I think I can push level 30 something with the current shape of this character. Well, I thought they removed Code Enchanted. I guess they removed it as a map affix, but monsters still can roll with it. Hmm. Oh, I missed one. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I definitely should try pushing a little higher. Cool. At least the maps being rotated is kind of decent. Because I've been getting sick playing the same maps over and over. Oh, thankfully with the season they rotated them. But in general, they should just open every single map to always be in rotation. Get rid of the whole fucking stupid rotation limits. And have every map being permanently eligible for Nightmare Dungeon sieges. Nightmare sieges. So you have more variety. They still haven't reduced the stupid channel animation duration for those objectives, such as freeing prisoners and stuff like that. I do feel the nerf to Bloodlands damage though. I do feel the nerf. I forgot from where it was. I need to reread the patch notes to remember where that nerf was, whether it was to the Bloodlands directly or whether it was to overpower damage or to one of the passives and triggers, but still, it's still okay even with it. But I was doing over a million, 1.2, 1.3 million before. I can never do that much now, thanks to the shitty nerf, and that was completely unnecessary. But the thing that hurts the most is how they nerfed cooldown reduction across the board. Completely unnecessary. They should have just nerfed the skills people were abusing, such as Blood Mist, to have higher cooldown. It's much better if you do it that way. If you just increase the base cooldown and make a limit of how much cooldown reduction a certain skill can benefit from. If you don't want people to do infinite cooldowns, zero cooldowns or whatever, or infinite uptime, maybe let's put it that way. If that was the intention, they could have just handled it on a case-by-case basis rather than nerfing everything, just to nerf the things that people could abuse. Okay, let's see. Okay, one of those. See, my corpse tender should have been ready by now for the next one. And my Blood Mist should have been ready by now for the next one. Now the whole fucking rotation is fucked up because of the stupid cooldown. So the game still doesn't feel very enjoyable. It's I don't think it's reasonably enjoyable. They definitely fucked up big time, killed the fun out of the game by nerfing the cooldown reduction so much for many builds, not just this one. And this is not even one of those outlier builds that were abusing infinite uptime and cooldowns and stuff. So this is not something even that's finished. That's still a work in progress, and it has been for a while. And it looks like it will be for a while, because I don't know. The game is still not fun. Still not as fun as it needs to be. And look at that, so far only a single legendary has dropped. What the fuck did they do to the drop rates? You can count on a Blizzard to kill a game themselves. Rather than another game killing their game, they do it themselves. Destroy corpse pile. Okay. Let's do that. Missed. Okay, another legendary. Already full. Since there's no auto dismantle on pickup, and there probably never will be in this game because they don't care about that. They want you to have inventory tension rather than auto dismantle on pickup with a wood filter that you decide what types get past it and don't get dismantled. They should actually first things first. They should actually first make an option where you can dismantle slash salvage whatever in your inventory rather than having to go to the blacksmith. But again, they probably would never make this because they want you to waste your time going to town and back every X minutes. Did I? Okay, there's the last one. Let's draw some sacred junk and pick some ancestral stuff. I forgot even what I was leveling up now. Was it Imbiber? Was it Undaunted? I think it was Undaunted that I was planning to put in the build. Uh, Forgot my hotkeys.
Here is steel, for when words fail. This will do nicely.
Let's see if there's anything worth keeping. For vulnerable basic. Actually, I'm gonna go and look at the item power first. Anything beyond 770, I'm just gonna sell. Unless I need something specific.
Well struck.
Could use one with cooldown and movement speed here. In terms of rings, anything with HP. This one is HP, this one doesn't have HP. But has overpower.
I'll take it off your hands.
Very low maximum life. Oh, that's very low item power.
This will do nicely.
Actually, let me
something I
check what
don't?
materials I needed.
Keep them sharp, keep them ready.
Some woe on the coiling ward, so armor. I guess
Sure.
this counts as
Go
armor, this
back.
doesn't.
I'll take it off your hands.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer? What's still got some good in it? Use it well.
Okay, let's do something higher. Let's do 39. Oh, 38. Let's do 38. See how that one would feel. They still haven't made it to teleport you inside of the fucking dungeon. What's the bullshit behind getting teleported outside of the dungeon for an extra loading screen? Fucking IQ over 9000 development decision. Man, they still do shit tons of damage. Especially considering now that they've nerfed damage reduction. I'm forced to stop for stupid trash mobs. Getting killed by trash mob. There wasn't even an elite. There wasn't even a stupid elite. This is how stupid the decision to nerf damage reduction was. The most bullshit thing ever. Instead of buffing damage reduction so that you need less pieces with the affix on it, you get more per single affix, which means you don't need to get 3 or 4 three on the same piece. Instead of getting three types of dangers on your pants, one or two should have been enough if they buffed it. But they did the exact opposite, and they still haven't done that. They still haven't fixed that mistake. They probably don't even realize it's a mistake. They probably think that was the best thing ever they could do to balance things out. Clearly, it's just not working. Clearly, the game is still not fun enough. Look at that. I can't even sustain myself. And that's even with the stupid shrine. At least I got some potions. Okay. Enough. I'm sorry to stop this early, but I can't. I feel like I'm being tortured by playing this right now. With the shitty nerfs to damage reduction and how much damage I take from stupid trash mobs with long range and stuff like that. I mean, struggling at tier 39 at level 82. If that's how they want it to be, then yeah, fuck Diablo 4. I haven't prepared for a backup plan. I didn't expect to only play 29 minutes, 25 even if we count the starting soon minutes. But this is super bad. If 25 minutes, if one nightmare dungeon and a half is what I can last, then there's something clearly wrong with the game that wasn't that way before season one started. That wasn't that bad before. So they try to rebalance stuff, but it's still not what I would consider rebalanced. It's still not enough. And it probably never will be because, again, the developers don't even realize what the problems here are and what the biggest mistakes they made with the game so far are. But I'm not prepared with a backup plan, so I'm not sure if I can stop and then start after half an hour or something. Tomorrow I wanna play Wayfinder. I will have to waste some of the money I've been saving up. Um, for a dishwasher, I would have to waste that to get Wayfinder. But I could treat myself to at least one game during my birthday week. We'll see. We'll see what I can play. If I find something in the next 30 60 minutes, something that I feel like I could play, I'll start. I'll start and I'll restart the stream. I'll install it and so on. It depends. If I find a game that won't take me too long to install with my slow internet speed, I will restart the stream and play some more. But for now, this was all I could handle in Diablo 4 before rage quitting. So yeah, obviously Diablo 4 is not fun enough yet. Obviously, the developers still haven't realized their mistakes and fixed them. So whether they would even do that for the next 2, 3, 4, or whatever seasons, we'll see. But for now, it's just not a fun game. Thanks for stopping by and watching this. Until